it's a pretty. I'm pretty tired as well this week. I feel like I'm like the rest of you boys. So the arrow's a bit subdued this week, but sort of referenced it a little bit earlier, and I'm going to go into it a little bit more. But it's the Dogs being allergic to a top 4 spot. I know. It's just I just think that this Dogs side, after the wins they had in a row, were starting to prove themselves as a side that was becoming a side to beat. And then they come out and produce what they have in the past fortnight, and you just question everything about them again. So Dogs sort of come out. Shannon, my good friend, will absolutely lose his mind to this shit because he's the same type. Every time they get close to this shit, they find a way to fuck it up. They love trying to do it from 7th or 7th, 6th, 5th, rather than trying to do it from the actual top 4. I think they made top 4 in 2021. Nope, didn't even make it then. What, finished 5th?
Yep, they fell out.
That's what I mean. So they just love finishing outside the top 4. They're allergic to a top 4 spot. So it's time for the Dogs to take a good hard look at themselves when it comes to getting themselves into that top 4 spot and actually get themselves there. Dogs, you've been arrowed.
Let's go break some hearts.
It's time. It's fucking time. Paddy Dow, welcome to the boys' club. Paddy Dow, now game-wise, subbed on, 9 disposals, 2 inside 50 entries. Less bet the game, the better. So Paddy Dow, born in Swan Hill, he attended Geelong Grammar College on a sports scholarship. I think year 9 or year 10. I'm just blanking on his Wikipedia page. Played under 18s for the Bendigo Pioneers, where he was picked or taken at pick 3 by Carlton in the 2017 AFL draft. 64 games played, only 16 wins. A cheeky Brownlow vote in 2021 over Freo. According to his Wikipedia page, he's studying a Bachelor of Business at Deakin University. My bold call, 2024 round 1, Paddy Dow will be in a starting 22. Whether it's against Carlton, we don't know, but he'll be in a starting lineup somewhere. Midfield as well.
I think we said it best this week. We thought he wasn't going to get the game after all the injuries that Carlton sustained to their midfield. So thank God he got a game this week. But also, can we just acknowledge the fact that we're not the only ones that feel this way about Paddy Dow. The cheers that boy got every time he went near the ball on Friday night was absolutely beautiful. So the Carlton faithful, every time he touched it, gave him a big roar, a big cheer, and a bit of love. And it's something that we've needed to see. And so hopefully that encourages Vossi to keep him in the side, even just for a bit of a petty reason. But I do think he needs a full game. Like, I don't understand how somebody like a Lockie O'Brien was getting a full game ahead of him. So hopefully that switches and one of them becomes the sub. Like we said, a few more injuries came out of that game. So, gonna be interesting. Interesting.
We've all got our boys in now. Maso's got Bailey Banfield in. JD's got Bo McCreary in. And I finally got Paddy Dow in.
Isn't it funny that both of us, our boys, are at each other's club? Like, I adore Bo and you adore Paddy. And they both play for you. One plays for Carlton, one plays for Collingwood. You would not think that at the end of the day.
There's always that one player for an opposing club or just any other club. We just love them for some reason. That's why we induct them. That's why we nominate them. That's why we highlight them. I'm glad that not just us, but other fans, not even Carlton fans, other fans are wondering, where's Paddy Dow? We've been onto this since last year.
You said it best, I think, and this is going back to something you and I spoke about probably 2 years ago when Vossi was put in as coach, or not 2 years ago, but a year and a half ago. Yeah. It's basically that you said he gets his favourites, and that's it. And I honestly do think that's what it is with Dow. He's not in the favourite list. He's not a Lockie O'Brien who somehow finds himself in the side every time. Clearly, Voss likes Lockie O'Brien for some reason over Paddy Dow. But also, someone who could potentially become a boy and hopefully does. I reckon for Carlton, it might be time to take the Bins out because Jackson Bins is knocking down a selection call, and he is just like for like a Paddy Dow with probably that little bit more skill. So watch this space. But Paddy Dow, do you want to say? Actually, I'm going to let you say it. You say it. He's your boy. You say it.
Paddy Dow, welcome to the Boys Club.
You remember this, pal? You're a boy in a man's world.
Right, so Maso's away, but he's left us a name. Cam McCarthy.
Sweet Jesus.
All right, off on the fly here. Cam McCarthy, born April 1st, 1995. April Fools are up there. Oh, wow. 70 games. Oh, could have been 69, but he's on career goals, 99.
Wow.
This guy is a joke.
Well, he could have been anything, let's be honest.
What a weird one as well. So 2015, he played a full season for GWS, played one game prior in 2014 for GWS, but then took a year off because he couldn't get a trade to Freo. Comes over to Freo, 2017, and that's where shit hits the fan. Shit hits the fan 2016 Freo-wise. Yeah, 2017, shit hits the fan at Freo. Cam McCarthy couldn't get many games. Oh, he played not three full seasons, but 49 games for Freo. He's kicked 63 goals. And he had 2 cheeky Brownlow votes at GWS and Freo. He also kicked the match winner against Melbourne a few years back at the MCG. For some reason, Freo loves playing Melbourne at the MCG.
That they do. But we gotta reference his nickname when he came over to Freo. Of course, the Doka dubbed him Darty McCrafty.
Darty McCrafty, that's right.
Darty McCrafty.
There was an earlier nickname for him, Sunshine McCarthy. I don't know where that came from. That was for GWS. Never took it over the Freo. What else can we talk about? Never won a game against Collingwood. Never won a game against Geelong. 4-1 over Carlton, and he never beat West Coast either.
Of course, he's 4-1 against Carlton. God damn.
Loved playing Gold Coast. Averaged 3 goals against them.
Well, that's we should be proud of this one. I'm glad that he's brought in Darty. We've got these are a few controversial picks. I've seen a lot of WA boys that are getting in. Me bringing in Harley Bennell last week. Got Darty this week. A few of the controversial boys as well.
My special wing, Mitch Morton, played at West Coast.
We're just loving WA, so maybe we'll have to bring it back to the East Coast at some point.
Heads up for my next nomination's heading out east, so it's all good for me at least.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to have to start doing some more research of some of my boys out east. Even though I've got a fair idea of who I'm going to bring in next. But Darty McCrafty, aka Cam McCarthy, welcome to the Hall of Fame, bud.
It's Takeshita!
Ouch!
I forgot about Takeshita Watch, and I just got really excited. So excited.
What a segment. I went back and watched that. My God.
Takeshita getting booed for his entire promo was amazing.
Oh.
Well, we better get into it. I mean, I'm going to take pride in this one. Our boy is back. Takeshita returns at Double or Nothing. He is back. He returned in Anarchy in the Arena, as we had predicted, doing exactly as we had thought, attacking Kenny Omega and kicking off a feud where he is not a part of the BCC, but appears to be in a separate group that will be led by Don Callis. So it appears, though, he will be in Blood and Guts, and it appears that he's in a one-way collision with Kota Ibushi.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
But what a segment on Dynamite. Don Callis, take a bow.
it's funny because people were making fun of it where they're like, "Oh, Dominic Mysterio is laughing at this segment," and I'm like, "No, this is what you call genuine heat, my friends."
This is a get out of the fucking ring heat.
Oh, it was beautiful. And Takeshita being a part of it for us. And like I said, it's from here on out, it's Takeshita being featured all the time. It's 3 shows every week. We are going to get a healthy dose of Takeshita on our televisions, hopefully weekly.
Hook it up to my mains.
That's what I reckon. So twice in 1 week, he appears on AEW television. The push has begun. The cat's out of the bag, and the boy is ready to ascend up the ladder. So
now, we did wish Takeshita a happy birthday. He didn't respond to it. Classic heel stuff.
I mean, you know what? Even better that he didn't respond based on the last week. No, he was just, let's be honest, he was just kayfabing us because his birthday was before Double or Nothing. So he had gone dark at that point, you know. It's just a shame. But Takeshita, he's back.
In a big way too.
Especially heading to Perth, where we're going to be watching Dynamite together next week. God, I can't wait when all 3 of us sit down and see what Takeshita gets up to. So, yeah, that is Takeshita Watch. That's probably the most excited
I'm clapping this one.
Probably the most excited I've been about Takeshita Watch in a while.
I was as well. That segment, just classic 5 minutes.
It was just, you know, it's funny. So I was reading a thing where they said that basically anyone in the arena could not hear a fucking word. They did not know what the fuck Don Callis said. And I was like, that is amazing.
And they probably wouldn't have heard anything Takeshita said as well. It was pretty difficult to pick up.
I was going to say, some would say it was in Japanese.